Hello, all you Wheel of Time fans. I'm the Prophet, and I went and got my crappy mic out of storage because I started to see some articles popping up about this show finally. The show's finally coming out here in the beginning of November, and I'm quite excited for it. Looking forward to it. Very hopeful for it. And I'm starting to see some things pop up that are a little bit concerning to me as a lifetime Wheel of Time reader and lover. Uh, I've had this series in my life for, well, most of my life, so I hope that the series is faithful to most of the things that happen in the books. I know that there will be changes, of course, because it's being made into a show from a long series. So I don't expect there to be no changes, but I'm hoping that the heart of the story is still intact, and that's why we all love it. So I'm hoping that they can capture that feeling that Robert Jordan was able to capture all of us with in his books. But I start seeing some of these articles. There's not really much to them, but the main thing about this article that came to my attention was not only that the new clip was in it, which we'll talk about here in a second, but the way that the comments actually went about this clip, because a lot of them sort of rang to what I was thinking, which was this clip is a little bit concerning because it doesn't, I don't know how quite to describe it, but it doesn't feel right. I know that's sort of a cop-out, but the more times I watch the clip, the more I don't like it. The tone seems very off, to me anyways. At least once Lan and Moraine show up. Well, let's take a look at the clip and we can talk about it as we watch it. I have the sound muted just because I don't want to have to stop it every 2 seconds. But so let's go ahead and play the clip, and without the sound it's a little bit hard, but we all know what's going on in it for the most part. So here we go. So Edmonds Field looks nice. Obviously it looks like it's going to be right before winter night. The storms are brewing, and everybody here at the end is looking jovial and happy, which is how you expect it in Edmonds Field. They're all getting ready for their celebration. So all this was good stuff. I thought it all looked good, and as it should have looked, as it should look. So I was happy at the start here, but it continues. The patrons are having a good time, and there's a boy, the man. We'll keep going here with and I do have to say that Egwene's costume looks pretty good. For the time being where they're at, so I'm sure we're going to see lots of changes. And Rand's looking strong right here, so that's a good shot of Rand right there. So this is all good stuff. Rand's looking good, Egwene's looking good. I can believe they're together. And then there's our boy Perrin, number 2 boy. Perrin's looking pretty good. At first I wasn't sure, but he's growing on me. So I think he's a nice big dude. So I hope he does well. So I think he's this casting has I've warmed up to quite a bit. So they're talking about the ceremony from the clip, I'm assuming. Or I'm sorry, not from the clip, from the trailer. There's a shot of Tam. I didn't see that before, so Tam's looking good. Great actor playing Tam, so that's gonna be good. So we keep going here for a little bit, and here's where we get to the concerning part for me. So there's Nynaeve, another casting choice I wasn't too sure about, but we'll see. Give her a chance. And they got her braid right, nice and long and easy for tugging. So here's the weird part of this clip that just seemed very weird to me. Very ominous start to Lan Mandragoran. I don't know. I mean, he's got a good stance there. I mean, he looks fearsome, and intimidating. Um, but this is just a complete change, like, and an unnecessary change, I think, from the books. Um, but let's get a little further here, because this is in itself is not the worst thing, but the whole inn has now stopped and is looking at land, which is very weird. But let's keep going. So we have Nynaeve. Looks like at first I thought she was holding a knife, but I think it's a wine sack. I thought she was gonna try and go stab Lan, but uh, you know didn't want to have Lan cut her head off in the first scene. So, and here's our Moraine shot. So first thing that I noticed with Moraine, which I've seen from the trailers and everything, I don't understand why they didn't put her forehead jewel on. It's just an item. I don't. It could have been just a little thing to a nod to the book people, but again, just a costume decision, not a big thing. Rosamund Pike looks great as Moraine. I no issue with that. But the announcement of Lady Moraine is very, very weird, especially in the book, since by the time Rand is there, Moraine and Lan have already been in the town, meeting people, making friends. Everybody's calling her Lady Moraine. Nobody knows where Moraine is from. Is she a lady? Is she a high lady? Nobody knows. And in fact, even in the book, the town doesn't half the townspeople don't even believe that Aes Sedai are a thing. Uh, they've never seen any of the shadow spawn. They've never seen anything of the likes of that. They're not sure that Aes Sedai are more than just myths. So it's a little bit odd. I know I've said odd a few times, but it just leaves a weird feeling in me to see her just come in like this and be like, "Hey, look at me," when she's pretty much on a covert mission. Uh, she's on the down low. She's on a mission to find who. So let's keep going here. So yeah, this one was jarring for me so far. So we haven't got to the worst part for me yet. So let's keep going here. Still looking good. The close-ups of everybody staring at her. What is this? Why is it like I don't get it. Everybody's just is this how you enter houses in the Wheel of Time? You just announce yourself and everybody stares at you quietly and they just keep staring at you. Let's keep staring. Let's just stare. Stare, being rude. Being rude and staring. That sounds like two rigorous folk to me. Rude, staring, looking like you're going to stab somebody with a wine bottle or with a wine skin. Like they've never seen a stranger before. Uh, I don't know. Very, very, very weird. Nynaeve coming up and asking them to announce themselves, that's fine. I mean, being who she is for the town. But so far it's just not getting the feeling of the Two Rivers here. Or I don't think something Moraine would do even. So he goes to talk to the innkeeper fine, asking for horses. Then she flashes this hideous ring. From the first time I saw these things, I don't know what the heck that is. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like, what kind of design? Just make a simple serpent ring. Just a simple gold ring. Dragon eating his tail. Doesn't need to be anything. There's serpent eating his tail. Doesn't have to be anything more than this. So obviously they got the ring with there's the serpent eating his tail, but it's like, and then obviously you got the color for the Aja there, but I don't know. I hate it. I hate it. Simpler is better sometimes, and just a simple loop ring would have worked. All the Aes Sedai that I've seen so far have been dressed according to their Ajahs too. So they gotta have a ring with their color too. I don't know. I guess the accepted aren't gonna wear that. What are the accepted gonna wear? I don't know. It's a bad design in my opinion. But if you like it, great. Not for me. So and then you have the her. So Egwene's mom, I assume, um, noticing the ring. So the cat's right out of the bag. So they know Moraine is Moraine Sedai. Uh, and everybody keeps staring for the most part. It's just you know they hear her say Moraine Sedai, and everybody stops and starts whispering and staring, and they just stare a little longer and stare and stare. There's Matt looking good. Too bad he's only going to be in it. The actor's only going to be in it one season. Not sure what happened there, but they're all just staring at her. And you lose a lot in this just one clip of the boys. All the back and forth the boys have, the innocence of the boys in the book, talking about this lady that is mysterious lady that's in town, and it makes me wonder if we're gonna lose all the stuff about the mysterious black horseman that is following certain people in the town, which is I think another huge thing to lose. I mean, it pretty much brings the three boys right to your attention and drives the story for the first part of the book. So obviously you can see that at least Rand and Perrin are friends. Matt's off doing whatever he's doing. Probably I don't know, getting into trouble hopefully, because that's what Matt does. But the innocence, the curiosity, the playfulness of the boys you get when they're together talking about all kinds of stuff, and then the drive to find somebody that believes them about this dark writer. I don't know if we're gonna get any of that, and it's a shame. I would guess from this intro to Moraine right here, we're not gonna get any of it, which it would have been a lot better than just announcing herself like this, because she got to know the kids, the boys, especially a little bit, and got to have conversations with them before they knew who she was, and now we don't have any of that. So I think again, it's just a clip, no huge red flags. No earth-shattering red flags, I should say. I mean, I don't like just by itself. I don't think it's a good depiction or crossover from the book at all. I think you've lost a lot, and I think that's I guess it's not something to hugely worry about yet about this series, because like I said, it is a 2-minute clip, not even 2 minutes. But the fact that I can think of, and I've said a few, maybe 4 or 5 things that have been removed already that could have made this scene, could replace this scene and been better, and they chose to go this way with some grand entrance from Moraine that just is awkward, and quite frankly, it doesn't quite fill me with confidence for the rest of the show. But hopefully I'm completely off base, and this is just a little blip, and the rest is bang on. We'll see. But yeah, so that was my take on this clip. I'm not sure what any of y'all thought, but for the most part, it was a little bit of a letdown. I won't even lie. And then one more thing before I finish up here. while I was looking through some of these articles, and I saw the clip, and then I saw this one pop up, which it bothered me extremely, it might be considered a nitpick, uh, and it could either be a compliment to the people running the show, or something even more concerning about the show. But so I saw this Wheel of Time new poster reveals heroes and villains of Amazon's fantasy series. So you got that picture of, which I don't like the picture either, but it whatever. It is whatever. Moraine front and center, fine. I'm not sure why Rand is so far back, but whatever. I got excited. I saw the title. I got excited. I'm like, oh man, we're finally gonna get a shot of the man himself. I won't say the name just in case of spoilers. Hopefully, I haven't spoiled anything else, but we're gonna get a shot of the man. I got really excited. I go down. There's a great picture of Moraine. Obviously, it looks like going around town talking to people. Maybe, I don't know. It's hard to see where she is. She might be in Edmonds Field, might be somewhere else, but not important. We get to this abomination of a poster. So, villains. I don't see no villains. I don't see a villain here. I see minions of a villain. These are creatures of shadow spawn. These are not a main protagonist or a main antagonist. You got your protagonist down here. You got minions up here. You got this Wheel of Time symbol there. I don't see a villain here. I see Trollocs, which are orc-type creatures. And you got Trollocs Masters, which you got this Mydraw, Fade, whatever you want to call them. I don't see anybody else. Do you see anybody else? I don't see anybody else. So this headline is complete garbage. Probably of some wiki expert who hasn't really read the series, and they see this poster and go, ooh, villain. Or maybe just clickbait to get people like me in who are excited to see if we get a shot at one of the villains, the true villains of the series. But nope, this is what we got. But I do have to say that I either want to give credit to the showrunners that if they've kept the villain's identity under wraps, because if they cut out Balsamon, wow, we'll just say wow. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, maybe. Hopefully we don't, because if that's cut, then wow, we got major problems. A Mydrall is not a villain. A Mydrall is a tool for a villain. Now the Mydrall looks great. I like the Mydrall. Not this picture of the Mydrall, but from the trailer, the Mydrall looked good. I would still love a close up of a Trolloc. I think they're looking good, but it's hard to tell. You can't get a good shot of a Trolloc. I was very disappointed and let down when I saw this poster, especially after seeing that headline. But if they've kept the main villain under wraps, even the casting of it, that's some pretty good secret keeping. You don't see a lot of that these days. So we still haven't seen any Patton Fane or Loyal or Tom Maryland either. I was hoping to get a shot of Tom, but hopefully, well, we might get a little glimpse before the release date. But even if we don't, I'll be happy to see him. Hopefully, he looks the way he should. Which most of the characters are looking pretty strong. So, So what do you guys think? This poster, the clip. I may do my own version of a breakdown of the trailer. Not sure yet. We'll see if I do that. We're getting close to D-Day. Looking forward to it. If you have any comments or suggestions, let me know. Until then, All hail the Lord Dragon. Join me and become one of the Dragon's Horn, and follow the Lord Dragon under the light.